Testing. Can you hear me now? Thank you, Skewy Chess. Can you hear me? Yeah, Windows update, and then whenever Windows update, it messes all my settings. Hopefully it's working now. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. That sucks for people. Damn. Hello, amateur Shah. Okay, so again, I want to look at Queen H7 because it's the only forcing. Well, there's Rook G7, but so if King F8, I was thinking a Rook F2. And so he needs to block it. If he goes Rook F7, I might have Rook G7 there, or even Queen G7. And if he, yeah, so I think this should be working, and then just Rook F2. Yeah, okay, and we are black. We're down a knight. If I take the rook and then king takes d1, I don't see a great follow-up there. So I do have maybe queen a4. And then yeah, I think it's queen a4. If queen blocks, then I trade queens and then take on d1. And yeah, it's got to be queen a4. Yeah, we just take and take. Yeah, so we are white. It's got to be knight g6 here. Oh, well, this isn't open yet, though, but it will be. So check if he takes this a pawn. Check. King g8, and then it's not mate, but yeah, that still might not be enough for me. I wish I didn't have the g2 pawn. Oh, I guess it wouldn't work because he's got bishop is covering h2 anyways. So check, king g8. So king g8. Yeah, I take on e4, rook f7. Skewy chess, please don't suggest moves or else I'll have to minimize chat. But yeah, so knight g6, hg, king g8, queen d5. Yeah, please don't suggest moves, people. Okay, I'm just going to minimize chat. So chat is minimized. Okay, you guys can say whatever you want now. But chat is minimized. But I like to see chat for reasons. But yeah, so knight g6, hg, hg. If king g8, bishop d5, rook f7. I don't see a continuation there. Wait a second. I have a bishop on g6, so then I can just take the rook. And material-wise, it's about equal there, but its king is not weak. And then he has to play rook f, or king f8, and then I have rook h8, king, e7. Yeah, I don't have to look beyond that. So the only other line I have to look at is knight g6, hg, king g8. Wait, was I not just looking at that? I was just looking at that, sorry. So the other line is king g8 first. And I think I still just give a check, and it is different though, because he has rook f7 now. So that one is, maybe I take the rook then. Maybe I do take the rook, because he's still going to have two pieces hanging. His queen is under attack and his bishop. So I think that's going to work. I'm going to play it. And he does move the king. Yeah, and I think we take the rook, and then I take the bishop. Holy shit! Why did I go quickly? I'm going to open up chat again. Check first. And then if rook f7... and then just play anything. Anything except what I did. What did I do? Am I in the wrong move? No. Yeah, sorry, I took the rook. You can take it with the bishop. I see. Okay, it got me. I didn't see bishop takes f8. Have to start over. That sucked. Gotta start all over. I do have chat open now. I'm faster here. Black, can I not just push? And here, 7 of 9. No, it's not, it's just a normal mate. We are white, should be a mate in 2. Zwish and Zug. They should win a bishop. Okay. Can I take? Oh boy. How does this work? Here? Can we do that? He's got knight c6, so. I got a bishop. I didn't see the bishop. I thought it was a tall pawn. I'm assuming bishop c7. But there's still knight c6. Oh, this requires a trade. This forces a trade. Yeah, so takes, push, knight c6. How does that work? Bishop d6, knight d6, knight c6. And then I cover here. Can I stop? Well, I'm gonna win the, okay, I guess that's gonna be enough. And here we can just take the bishop. Geez, that was way too hard for the rating. take. And take. So I don't understand what the problem is here. Seems like everything would be winning. Maybe not. This is a double attack. He can attack my bishop, but I'll be up the exchange for 2 pawns, so. I don't see what would be better. I don't like this one. I don't like that one because that's still a lot of work. That position, wow. So we have the skewer. He can attack my rook, but then I can take. Okay, we have a check, so I can give up a queen. Oh wait, never mind. He's got a rook right there. So we have, well, bishop b4. Yeah, that's actually that'll lead to mate. So I think I can just take right away. And we are white. And I don't want him coming back to the 7th rank. But maybe I have to allow that. And then, but this is, oh wait, this is mined because of the fork. And he's forced to go there. So it leads him into a fork. And this should be mate here. Attraction is the name of the theme. Chat is quiet. Queen b5 check forces him to c8, only legal move. And then this is not mate, but then queen b. So it's mate in 2 here. We are black. We're down 2 pawns. Queen h5, we're threatening a check and a check, but nothing after. Maybe we can go him in with the bishop. Maybe this check is, yeah, that's looking good. So queen h5 is strong. He does actually have, oh no, we're covering that. So I think this is going to be good. And he gives up the knight. So we probably want to come in with this knight, but it does allow a check here. But I like this knight. So we're just going to have to live with this other check. I don't think he's getting more than 1 check in there. I'm not even calculating that. Come on, give me another one. We are white. This would be mate. So is it unstoppable? I think it might be. His pawns do nothing. And his bishop can't do anything. So that, ooh, I didn't think about his king moving, but here's a fork. We are white. I don't like this escape square. So I could maybe start with this check, and that seems to be the actual move. And we are black. We can take here and be up a pawn. I'm not sure if, I mean, I'll be up a pawn. To me, that's good enough. I'm not going to get more than that. So we'll just go for that. And we are black. I have a check and then a fork. He can't come here because I'm taking. So, and he can't stop the fork. He very nearly can, though. This is a very scary position. And we are white. We have a check. if the king goes to D. Hang on a second. This wins the queen. Hello, Moscow. We have a check here, winning the queen again, but he does have a dangerous pawn. But we're taking with check. I mean, yeah, we're taking with check there. And yeah, I can just take here. He doesn't have time. Well, no, we have to take that. We are white. So I probably want to start with rook f1. Oh, he's got a pawn. Ooh, this is a little dangerous. Maybe king f8. If he promotes, I take, and he has to recapture, and then I have a queen. And I don't see an immediate follow-up. And what else can he do? If rook g5, I just promote. I'm going to king f8. Yeah, so we take and promote. Okay, we are black. My day has been fairly uneventful. Had a huge dinner and I regret eating so much. Keep looking at rook e3, but I don't see anything after that. We're down a knight. Is my microphone volume okay? I think it is. Okay, this is the hardest one I've had all night because I have no clue yet. I still have no clue. I see no threats. I see no weaknesses other than his king's in the middle. Do I have time for f5? Probably not. No, careful, Moscow. No hints, please, people. No, or else I have to minimize chat. I don't want hints or answers. Okay. I don't know why people. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking like this, but there's bishop e2 or bishop d2 rather, and I mean, I guess am I still pushing there? Bishop e2. I don't think there's anything there. I mean, I've seen bishop b4 a lot, but it just seems to lead to nothing. Bishop a3, there's rook a3. I just don't see anything. Okay, well, let's look at rook e3 because that's rook d3 because that's the main thing. That's the first. That was my instinct is rook d3. So rook d3, I have to look at it. It's the first move that came to mind. So if queen d3, we have rook d1. And that looks good. Although I don't know if it's enough because we are down a piece. So if we take queen d3, rook d1, queen takes d8, bishop d8, are we better? I mean, we have a queen and two bishops against two rooks and two minors. Then again, he does have to recapture, right? So if rook d3, queen d3, rook d8, never mind. Yeah, the queen is on d8, bishop d8, and it's his move here. It's white's move. So bishop e2. Yeah, see, that's hard for me to. I don't know if that's good enough because we're down already, and that's only one line. What if he takes with the f pawn, right? Oh, then we have bishop b3, and that's looking good. So then king d2. Then we have another check. Where would we want to put it? Maybe on g5. And that wins his queen. So that line works. If he takes with the f pawn, then this is winning because we have bishop b5. But if he takes with the queen, see, I think people might be too quick to disregard rook d8 as winning. I mean, like, not disregard it, but they might just end it, their calculations there, because I'm really not sure about that. After queen d8, bishop d8, I'm not sure about that. Materially, it's pretty equal, but his king is in the middle. And for that reason, because we have the queen and bishops, I'm going to go for that line. Yeah, I don't like that puzzle because it's not an obvious assessment at the end. So this should be, well, he can't go back, right? Because it's mate, so he's got to go to f3. And we are down 2 pawns to begin with. I was looking at queen f5, but I guess we have queen h5, and that picks up the knight. And that should be good enough. He's got this pawn, but yeah, and if he goes back here, then we can take the pawn, and then it's our move again. Yeah, this should be good enough. Okay. So probably rook g5, right? Rook g5. I don't think he can go to the h file, right? Because of mate or winning the queen. So he needs to, well, he could take, but then that would be interesting. I am up a little bit in material. Yeah, I mean, that'd still be a tight game, but I do have the 2 extra pawns and the exchange. I think that's good enough. So if he goes to the F file, that's when we have to calculate. So first of all, can I refute king F8? Check. I don't know if I can. Wait. Yeah, I don't know if I can refute king f8. Well, I can probably just simplify that point. No, wait, I can't do that, right? So, yeah, we start with a check. And then he's got king f7. Yeah, I'd probably just trade. And we're up 2 pawns. Okay, I'm going to go with this. Oh, I forgot to look at rook f7. But it might just be trading rooks here. Yeah, might be trading rooks here. There is queen b3. He can't, I think he's got to block it, because if he goes to f8, it's mate. So he needs to play rook d6, rook e6 rather. And at that point, I can probably just simplify. Take. Wait a second, hang on. I just realized I'm down a bishop. When did that even... when did that even happen? I don't even remember that. I was down a bishop to begin with. Jeez. Okay. So if rook e6, I think I have rook f7 or rook g7 at the end. So I take, if he takes with the queen, he doesn't have to, but if he does, I think I might have rook g7. Right, rook g7. And then after rook g6, we have rook f6, we have rook g6. So that works. I already forgot what I was looking at. I was looking at rook takes. Yeah, and so if he takes my... He can also give me a check, but if he takes my rook on g5, then I have a discovery. I can just go here. So this seems to be correct. That was a tough one. Ooh, 10 viewers now. Okay, we are black. Okay, so completely equal material here. Is his queen trappable? I don't think so. This might be sensitive though. Bishop a6. I guess he could just take my knight or my bishop. Probably my bishop. I wonder if I have time for like knight a5 and then bishop a6. Let's take a look. What if he goes queen d3? Yeah, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Oh, but I'm also on his bishop. So if queen d3, because I've opened up my bishop now. Yeah, so then maybe I could take. I win the knight. Okay, I'm actually going to play that. Yeah, we take, and then we take the bishop. Okay, 2 more. I got a little bit excited there at the end. I probably should have just double checked a little bit because I'm so close to the end, but I did think that was correct. Okay. Do we have double attacks on the bishop and something else? So there's knight f5, threatening check. That's an idea. Because he can't take the knight, but he's got 10 years to deal with that. So knight f5. Let's say he goes king h8. Yeah, knight f5, king h8. I don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me. That doesn't seem to work. The heck could this be? I mean, I can see like there's rook d7, but it doesn't really do anything. It hits the a7 and b7 pawns, but I don't know about that. Anyone in the chat get it yet? You can just say I got it. Don't tell me the answer. Just say I think I have it or I've got it. Because I don't see it yet. Oh my god, it's queen e2. It was a fork. My instincts were right. I'm looking for a fork, and you just go straight for the fork. I think we just take the bishop here. Okay, last one. Usually in these, when you can do a trade, it's almost always the best move for a puzzle. It's kind of a cheat code. And then so king h5, he's not protecting the g pawn. Or can he? Maybe, I guess he actually can get back there in time. So take, boom, bang. But I don't know. It feels good though. Yeah, so rook d3, king h5, king d2, king g4, king f2. Then if I go e4, no, that's this. Oh, that's dangerous though. This is dangerous. I don't know about that. Take. King. Because I can never take on g3. So yeah, I wonder if I play. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because if it's not taking the rook, I mean, maybe I bring in the king to start. That's possible. I don't think so though. I think it's taking. I don't think giving a check does anything for me. Possibly I could split these up. Maybe I take and then split them up. Not right away. So take king h5. Yeah, and then the king goes to e3 or to e2. King g4. But again, I can't even take this. Maybe I can take it because then I can run this one. Yeah, because I'm always threatening to go here, right? Okay, so if he ignores me, right? So bing bang boom. If he ignores me and he just like, haha, you can't take it, and I go to g4, I can then split these up. Then he's in trouble, I think. So he does have to come back and defend, I believe. So take, king h5, king e3, king g4, king f2. I think I still split them up. I think I go f4. That's the key move. If he runs the h-pawn, I take it. He can take here, but then I'm defending. Okay, I think this is what we're doing here. Yeah, and then the key move, we have to go here first because we want to take f3 away probably. And then when he, okay, so even if he doesn't defend it here, like if he says ha, that's, I mean, we push. But we go here first. It ends too soon. It should have been one more move. Okay. Oh, I'm done. I'm going to get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, so that took me 43 minutes. That was way longer than I thought, but it worked. Oh, yeah, because I screwed up the first time. So, yeah. So, a slower session today. Ooh, 14 viewers. Okay, I am going to play a game now. Thank you, Ryan. Did you get the book? You get the book yet? Ooh. Okay, 2241 opponent from Armenia with 23,000 games in Rapid. We've got a Karakan, so we're going to get quite a theoretical battle here. I predict he's going to play the Tartar Coward. No, he's going classical. And let's get going. 14 viewers. We trade off the queens, so this is the old main line. This will transpose. So e6, I think, is usually played before. And yeah, so the bishop can go anywhere. I don't think this is great. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not great. I don't think we need to play a4, but because a4, we're just going to get met with b5. And even though I can win a pawn there, I'm uncertain. It's either a4 or it isn't. I know, obviously, by the nature of math, right? But it's not like another move. Like, I mean, a4 is either good here or it's... you've been working like a madman. Okay. Well, okay. Sorry, I got to focus here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if a4 is good here or not. Maybe he... I don't know. A4. I have a feeling it's not. But yeah, take. We win a pawn and then... But then it's like, and then what, you know? It's... I don't want to go a4. I'm going to let him... He can come in. I just can't remember if it's a4. So I'm not playing a4. What am I playing? There's king b1. Do I want knight e5? That trades queens. I don't want to do that. I could go knight. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're going to go knight e4. If he ignores it and just keeps attacking, well, I don't know. Maybe I trade. So, okay, I don't want to take because I don't want to give him an open A file. I could play c3, moving a pawn in front of my king. But I do kind of gain a tempo out of that. He could then take and then bishop d6. But have I really gained anything there? With the pawn on c3? Not really. Not really, but it does still it's still alluring. Yeah, because he's plus then my queen would be on e5, and then he gets knight f6. He might win a tempo. He gets his tempo back. Watch. C3 takes. He might even go knight f6 to start. You see, and that's how Stella got her groove back. We move the queen to e2. Yeah, then he goes bishop d6. Still, though, I don't hate that. The difference, though, is if I take the knight right away, presumably he takes back with the knight, or he takes here check. Okay, that is one difference, too. If I take, he takes here. Okay, I am going to take the knight. No, wait, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Also, if I take here, I have this check, and I can take. I win a pawn here. So check, king f8. That I don't have anything after that though. King b1. That does really mess up this rook's development. King b1. And he's got queen a5. I try to defend it. Okay, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to resist this line. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, shit. I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. Okay, I could actually save this bishop, though. I would have to go back to e1. I might do that because I don't want his queen on a5. Yeah, I totally misplayed this, though. Oh, I totally misplayed this game. I played garbage. Garbage. I really played like crap. This is the worst game I've played in a very long time. Just every move I just played like crap. Complete crap. I might sack the G pawn. Needs to be sacked. So often you can sack the G pawn in Philidor, just like exchange Philidor. Okay. So we have 95. Yeah, let's just get the knight in there before I change my mind. I'm low on the clock now, so I can't dilly-dally too much. So knight b5, I either have to go like queen a3 or queen b3, or else I have to take it. And I don't want to take it. Okay. So if knight b4 now, I think I just want to trade pieces. I'll just play an endgame there. Hello, Sudip. Okay, gives me a check. So he still wants the G pawn. I think I'm just going to go king b1 and let him have the G pawn. I don't. I just realized I can't play rook g1 here, so I'm regretting that. I might have c4 though. Might have c4. Oh no, then he can trade. Oh no, he can't. Okay, so maybe bishop d2 is looking good to me. We connect the rooks. I give up the e pawn though. Am I just going to give up all the pawns and attack? The answer is yes. So g5 then. We're all in. We're all in here. And we just have to hope something materializes. So if h takes, do we go h6, g6? There's almost something there because we can push, check. If he goes here, c4 and then bishop c3 would win. Give me 5 moves. Boom, 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 check, boom. Like, yeah, so this is happening. Yeah. Yeah, I could also potentially take on g5. That might be like sack the bishop. Can I sack the bishop? Boom. Potentially, but I'm too scared. One's enough. Sacking one is enough. Yeah. I'm not sure about the pushing. I don't have time though. So yeah, but I might have c4 and bishop c3. This is what I looked at 6 moves ago. So he goes to h6, right? So g6, check, boom, c4, bishop c3. This is what I said. This is what I said like 6 moves ago. I don't think it'll work, but it's my only chance. Actually, he's got king g7. Damn it. g6, check. He goes king g7. It still works, though. No, it doesn't. Because now he has f6. And he also has knight f6. Too bad. It doesn't work. Bing, bang, boom. King g7. But I might have rook h3. It's still dangerous for him. Rook h3. Can I blindfold? I haven't done blindfold for a long time. I have aphantasia, so it's hard for me. But maybe when my rating is a little bit higher, I'll do blindfold again. Right now, I'm a bit rusty. Yeah, at least I'm scaring him. I get a moral victory for that, right? Making him think. Flip the board. This is what black sees here. Yeah, so this is when he needs to dig deep. Yeah, so g6, check. King g7, rook h3. Or queen h3, rather. Still not winning, though, because he's got knight f6. I have queen h6, then he's got king g8. So it's not winning. But then after bishop c3... it may be, I don't know. Bishop c3 after all that, then he moves the queen somewhere. Or yeah, sorry, he moves the queen somewhere. But no, then it's mate in 2. Yeah, then it'd be mate in 2. Yeah, so he's calculating all this. What if he does nothing here? Doesn't move the pawn. Probably, yeah, so maybe his best move is to do nothing. Like, if it was my move here, well, yeah, I guess I would take, and then queen g7. That might be his best bet. But then I've got bishop g5. That's bad. Yeah. So, okay, I got him sweating a little. I'm sure there's a defense for him, probably. But I'll let him worry about that. That's his problem. But that's what I was telling you before about the g-pawn. Often in the exchange Philidor, this is an idea. And... in a bunch of Sicilians, it can be done, like the dragon. Because you can argue that white is better without that g-pawn because it gives your rooks files to attack with. Probably out of all the pawns, it's like the one pawn you would not mind giving away for free the G pawn. Second, the H pawn. Because the king is always castled on the G file, like the king side, right? So, and I think you get more action on this file than you do on the H file, actually. Sudip Bashal. Sudip. Okay, well, he's still thinking here. So seriously, if I lose, I don't care, or at least I don't care too much, because at least I made him think. Because my mind wasn't really. I don't like how he played after he played A5, and I was way down on the clock. So at least now, I made him think. I made him worry. I made him sweat a little. And that's all I can ask for. Okay, I'm going to get back to thinking here, because that's what I should be doing. So what if he plays knight f6? Probably I take on g7 again, because I'm hitting his rook. If he moves the rook somewhere, then what? If rook h8, king g7, then I don't actually have anything there. So knight f6 could be a problem. Yeah, so here I was going to go check and then c4, bishop c3. Yeah, so c4, I was going to go and then bishop c3. I don't know if this works. Maybe he has... No. Does he have bishop f5? I don't think he does, because yeah, this is going to be check. I'm going to win the knight, I think. No, he's got a lifeline back. Oh my god. Okay, he's got a lifeline back. So we have to move the queen. I don't have anywhere. Okay, I'm wasting all my time. My god. My time management. Oh, I had a time advantage too. Oh well. Okay. F6. F6. Well, I missed that. I lose my queen. I lose my queen. Okay, we have to trade. He's fine. He's fine. Don't worry. He's fine. I can go rook d7 after. Check. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know. I don't think I want it. I'm down like 3 pawns. 7, 4, 3, 5. No, down 2 pawns. And now, okay, I'm going to take once and then come in here. Come in here. I'm playing so slow. Oh, I'm such a slow player. This forces a trade. Can I? That forces a trade. Oh man. Frustrating. Oh, why? Okay, come back here. I want to stay on this, okay? I want to stay on that. Oh, shit. Quoting the wire. Okay. Crapola. I played so bad this game. I really played bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my God, did I play bad? Crap. Crap. I suck so much. And then he just queens. He just queens. He's got 10 million pawns. He's got 10 million pawns. Fuck. I'm so... Okay, sorry for the language. Sorry for the language. Oh my God. Stress. Flagged him. Does not feel good. That was a dirty win, you know? It was a dirty win. You know what I shouldn't have, because I just started to look at knight f6 and other lines because I wanted to put all the pressure on him to have to calculate. I got tired of calculating that thing, but I don't like that game. That was a bad game. It was a bad game, poorly played by both sides, and it feels bad to have played it. It was a sloppy game. Yuck. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, so there's this Kyrokon with an A5, and I couldn't remember if A4 is good here or not. I have a feeling it's not. Yeah, but even so, I burned way too much time here. My time management was atrocious here, trying to rack my brain. And then here I spent a long time too, because I think this was a bad move. I didn't, yeah, and taking was terrible, I'm sure. I mean, the most natural move here is C3, but I'm just trying to optimize things too much, and it was such a just terrible time management. And yeah, this was just, I just played so bad here. And then here I'm okay, because he, what was it? Yeah, I don't think he should have castled here. I think that was a mistake. Why not castle queenside? That has to be the move. Castling kingside here has to be a blunder. I don't know why you wouldn't do this. Oh, because of... Okay, I see. Bishop a5. I see. Okay. Maybe yeah, it's not so simple. But maybe king e7 then. That's still dangerous. Okay, it's actually pretty dangerous for black. Then take on e5 then. He's scared of... I don't know what he's... Yeah, just take on e5. That has to be fine. So, but casting had to have been bad. And yeah, I went all in, and he went deep into the tank. And I stopped calculating here because it was too much to calculate. Basically, I got lazy. Now, I whipped out c5 or c4 too quick because I wasn't really prepared here because I was talking too much. Probably c4 is still not bad, though. How was chess club yesterday? It was better than usual because I didn't talk all day. I actually played a couple games. But it could have been better, but it was slightly better than usual. But there's a low bar. Okay. Yeah, and it's too bad that bishop c3 here doesn't... Hello, cats play chess. It's too bad that bishop c3 doesn't work. Yeah, so I just did this. Yeah, this allowed him to trade queens, which I wasn't a fan of, but had to be done. And here I'm just down too many pawns. I'm down 2 pawns here. So this should be just losing for white. And then even here I played too slow because I wanted to keep this pin on. Yeah, and he did a good job here simplifying. And then I'm just I'm just trying to flag him, keep things a little tricky. And he played far too slowly. Like I don't know what he was doing. I'm a slow player, but he was playing like molasses. Super slow. Okay, let's look at that. What's the engine? To the engine room. Somebody ran it already. Boom. So I was winning, and then I wasn't. So I'm mostly curious about the A4 move. The A5 move. So A4, I was considering it. It was playable, but yeah, not optimal. So it's good that I didn't. My move was good. Yeah, and then I could have just played C3 like a normal human and saved myself. Let's see, how long did I spend on it? I spent over 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Over 20% of my starting time on this move that doesn't matter. This is why my time management is so bad. I spent 20% of my starting time, of my original time, on this move, and then I didn't even play it. And then I made a mistake because I overanalyze everything. I'm such a perfectionist. I mean, a normal human would take on f6, or they would play c3, right? But no, I had to think for over 2 minutes and then play a bad move. Now, credit to me, bishop e1 is the best move. So yeah, kudos to me on that, because it's not the most obvious move to play. And g4 was good. Yeah, this was all pretty good. But it didn't like this move. It didn't like g5. Then again, I think the computer's being a little bit, or Lichess is being a little bit harsh with the eval here. So this, I don't mind it so much. I think so far my big issue was the time management. And c4 was a bit of an inaccuracy. It's saying a4 or rook d e1. Not a big deal, really. Really, it was time management. That was the big thing here. And actually, I am winning here. Rook d6. I think somebody might have said that in chat. Sudip said it. Rook d6. Yeah, I guess he can't do anything about that. I mean, I was at a minute. My brain turns off at around this time. Yeah. But yeah, rook d6 would have won a... Well, this would have taken a lot of my time away because king g7, and then can we take here twice? No, I don't think so. Oh, I see. We can win the exchange. Okay. And then this was a blunder because this lets him trade rooks. So any other move is winning. That I totally misevaluated this. Any other move like a4? Wow, yeah, because that's a real that f6 pawn is a real problem for me. Wow, that's surprising. That's a surprising. Wow, surprising. But yeah, looking at I can't believe that he didn't win this. he had so much time. I mean, around here, I understand it takes some time to think. I do understand that. But then once he got to simplify here, he had 20 seconds. He should be able to win this in 20 seconds. Even me, and I'm the world's slowest player. How did he not win this in 20 seconds? I don't get it. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. He had so much time. Like, he can just run the H-pawn. That's probably what I would do to start, but this works too. Everything works. And he's spending so long. Like, this is almost 2 seconds here. And he's not even like holding the mouse over the piece, because he spends a second and a half moving the king. And he doesn't even move up the board. It was very strange. Yeah, I mean, and look how slow he plays. He doesn't even pre-move this or hover. He's spending a second and a half every move. About a second at least. Yeah, this one was over. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. He played so slow. Okay, I'm going to play another one. My eyes are itchy from fatigue. Okay, we have a 2040 opponent established. We are black, Sicilian, open Sicilian, Najdorf. I predict Sozin. Nope. Ooh, Adams. Okay, Adams attack. Used to be one of my most hated openings to play against. I think that's right. And then my secret move. My secret move. And see, yeah, okay. And this is actually good for black, but I forget how to continue. But this is something like minus 0.5 or something for black. So black is better here because white has kind of overextended is the idea. And now we can start attacking this overextended pawn. So do I want knight c6? I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to overthink here. If he takes, I then play c5. So the pawn is on c6 right now. It's not good here, but eventually I'll play c5. Okay. So I don't think I want to do it yet. So I'm not sure about the knight c6 move, to be honest. Okay, what about e5? Let's attack that, right? Queen e7. He would have to defend it with queen e2. And then maybe I just start attacking, right? Right. Actually, hang on. Because if I take that, I'm kind of in a pin. But then I have bishop d6, right? Okay, so let's do that. So queen e2, and then I'm going to go bishop b4. Might also have a5, bishop a6, which is kind of cute. It's weird to not castle though, but possibly I could do that. Queen e2, a5. You know, castle with bishop a6, I'm winning the exchange. It's not Michael Adams. No, this is... It's not Michael Adams. It's a much... Oh, he could castle queenside. But I don't know. I like this. I'm playing this. Even queenside castles, because then I could just keep running the a-pawn. Why not? A4, a3. No, I think it's like an Adams from like the 18th century. Michael Adams, he's too young to have pioneered h3. By the way, this is the Adams attack is very underutilized and a very potent weapon. I think more players as white should play it. It's like I don't know. the sixth main line, like top line on move 6 in the Najdorf. And people don't play it, but it has the same idea as f3, which is to play g4, but it lets white play f4 in a single move. I didn't read that book. I think I heard good things about it. Oh, my eyes are so itchy. Is it allergies? Or am I just too tired? I think I'm just too tired. Okay, losing focus here. Oh, I'm going to get pink eye if I just keep... Sorry, you didn't need to know all that, but... Okay, so can I still go bishop a6? I think so, because I don't think we even have to think about it, right? Because this is a bad bishop. Let's free it. Okay, so now I've got bishop c5. I've been drinking tea, but yeah, generally I don't drink enough. This allows queen g5 though, which is annoying. I can castle, but I don't really want the bishop on c5. It doesn't do anything there. By the way, bishop a6, I prevent him from kingside castling. Okay, maybe c5. I'm a little worried about like takes. Gets a little scary. Do I know chess player from Phil's? No, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so c5. I should probably start castling. Stop screwing around. So maybe bishop b4. Now I guess he could. Okay, let's just go bishop b4. I'm overthinking this. I overthink way too much. So if queen g5, I just castle. Okay. That makes it harder for him to castle queenside. Now I could consider bishop c5 again. Or else I could obviously take. So he takes with the queen. Now I think I'm going to go bishop c5. This is a lovely bishop for me, and I want to keep it. This is my good bishop, right? Because all my pawns are on light squares. So it interweaves all of my... Okay. So now we castle. Now we castle. And maybe he plays rook d1. I prefer black here. He hates that bishop of mine. So I could take it, and then he's never castling kingside. I could maybe queen here. Could I also take and then f6? Then he has rook e1. Does he have rook e1 though? No, he doesn't, right? Because I can just take. Yeah, so maybe I take and then f6. Or why not just play f6 right away? Everything points to f6. I could even f5 looks good, but I like f6 here. I think I can do that. I'm just not sure if I want to take there first. Yeah, do I want to take first? Because he gets his rook there, and then the f6 is... Okay, I'm going to take first, and then f6. He should have taken with a rook because now his king's lined up with mine. But I guess he wanted to support his H pawn. It's nice when you have two moves like that lined up because your opponent, they have an idea of where you are in the time space, like how much you have on the clock. And when you make another move instantly, it can kind of screw up where they think you are on the clock. Does that make sense? Because I just spent like a minute. Okay. Yeah. So we shall take once. I could take with the knight. Ooh, tough choice. Taking with a pawn though. Yeah. Get the pawns. Oh, that makes, that's got to be the better way to do it. But yeah. Just increasing that mass. And then, not there. Okay, yeah, let's bring this in. This is okay. We're gonna have to do this in a bit. Not yet though. First, maybe. Yeah, that sucks, eh? He's got G5. This knight's a pain. Maybe I attack it. Oh man, I like these two pieces though. Can I double up here? Not really. I'm going to do it though. I have a feeling I'm missing something. Right. Okay, so if he goes rook a e1, I have bishop d6. Yeah, so I'm going to double up here. So you can just play rook f1, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know what that does. What's the point of that? Okay, yeah. So now I go here. I'm not actually threatening anything. I just have no better idea. Yeah, so if he just moves his king, like does nothing, I don't have a plan. Well, no, let's say here. Because if he goes here, I think I can take on f2. No, maybe I can't. Yeah, so he could even just go king h2. Now, there is a plan of taking and then putting knight d. Okay, he's dominated still, though. Can I... Oh, he wants the f3. Yeah, I think he's allowed to have f3. So I'm going to come in here. So, or c3 rather. So c3, I've got e4, knight e4. And even if I had to move the bishop, I could even potentially take but no, I think I would just go to a7 or play knight e4. So c3, probably I'll go knight e4. He moves the queen somewhere. He could make another threat because my bishop is under attack, but I don't see what else he could do there. Like let's say he just goes queen d3. Then, yeah, I take his bishop or I move my bishop. Nothing has really affected me. I think they both work. Either bishop a7 or knight e4. Oh my god. Okay, but I do have a lifeline here, but I completely missed that. So we lose a pawn. But we have the central pawn, and his knight is offside. I think we do this way. Yeah, we'll go here. I just totally missed that. Holy crap. He was probably setting that up for a long time. I'm very lucky I had the lifeline back. So it's actually equal material. I thought I was down a pawn. I prefer black here though. Okay, so this forces, it doesn't force that, but I don't want this coming in, so I don't really want to push it though. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Controversial. Very controversial. I'm going rook b8. I'm trying to provoke b3 so that I can play c5. Oh, I guess he can still just run away anywhere. But I'm trying to, I was trying to, okay, never mind. That made no sense. It didn't make much sense here. Or come in here. What does that do? Drops a pawn. So can I push? Should I push? I don't know. I'm oh shit, it's g5. I got rattled by that queen move of his. That completely caught me off guard, and now I've dropped an important central pawn, and I'm probably losing now. This was a blunder. Oh, he didn't see it. Fortunately, yeah, we will plug that up, and we're going to come in because we have some squares to work with now. But yeah, he completely rattled me with that queen move. I didn't see that pin. Let's go here, except then he can push. That's okay. Because I want these squares. Okay, a minute 50. I prefer black here, but only a little. When we have more room, we have the better pieces. Yeah, we're going to go here. Threatening a fork. Actually, he can't stop it. It's unstoppable. Oh, he's got one. No, he can't. It's unstoppable. So we win the exchange. It's one of the knights are just tricky bastards. And we want to take this way. And now we want to go here because Stone Cold said so. Just creating weaknesses. If he takes, then his pawns are weak. If he pushes, then his pawns are still weak. So just weakening, softening up his pawns. That's all we're doing there. So rook b1 maybe, then I'll trade, well, I could, okay, pushing maybe. Yeah, so continuing to weaken, soften up his pawns. Making sure I'm not getting forked anywhere. His knight is still very dangerous. The knights are just too tricky. I only have a minute too. So this is going to be a headache for me. Okay, so we're going to go after the A pawn now. And just get the hell out of there. Make sure we're not going to get forked. Check. And get here. This knight is... Oh, shit. Oh, God. That knight is pissing me off. It's too tricky. It's too tricky. Okay, push him, baby. He can just go behind? I think I'm okay there. These are going to come and haunt me. My heart is racing. This is so stressful. Playing against a knight with low time is so stressful. He resigns. He should not have resigned. That was a blunder. He should have played it out. I only have 55 seconds. And I'm panicking. So he should have kept playing there. I'm glad he didn't. I mean, he doesn't really have anything, but he can still... I mean, I only have 55 seconds. That's all you need to really know. Maybe push the F-pawn and then try to get the knight in and sack a piece. I mean, I'm winning, but 55 seconds, right? Okay, so that was stressful. And 17 viewers, that might be a record high on YouTube. 17 concurrent viewers. Hello, people. I don't know if I've ever had 17 viewers before. Okay, let's look over this stressful game. Yeah, so it was a Sicilian, open Sicilian, and then the Adams attack. I'm going to quickly look it up on Wikipedia because I'm pretty sure it's not Michael Adams. I'm sure it's from the 18th century or around there. But I am curious who it's named after. And the answer is Weaver Adams. Weaver Adams during the middle of the 20th century. Yeah, so Weaver Warren Adams lived from 1901 to 1963. So I guess more recent than I realized. He was an American chess master, author, and opening theoretician. His greatest competitive achievement was winning the U.S. Open Championship in 1948. And he won the U.S. Championship 5 times. He's most famous for his controversial claim that the first move e4 confers a winning advantage for white. So yeah, Weaver Adams. Okay, so getting back to the game. And then, yeah, so I played d5 here, which is a computer-built response, which not too many people play because it's a weird move to consider. Because you've already pushed the d pawn once. Why are you pushing it again? But basically what d5 does is it trades everything like on e4, and then you have a queenless middle game or an end game, which is not really what white wants when white is trying to go for really aggressive lines. And then if e5, which is very tempting, this is just better for black. Now white is a little bit overextended and it's hard to defend the e5 pawn. So I didn't really, I'm not sure if knight c6 is best here, but I got a good position. And yeah, I mean, I much prefer black here. And yeah, just playing f6. Programming archives. I used to play e5 against the Adams, but d5 is too awesome to not play. Once I switch to d5, I'm never going back. Sorry, like I mean e6 and then d5. But yeah, I used to play e5, but that gives white what white wants, which is those aggressive lines, right? Yeah, so king g2, and then I mean, I still prefer black. Like black has to be better here. I'm not sure about the reason I didn't like knight e5 or didn't play knight e5 is because what is the plan? I guess I can still come here. I don't know. Maybe knight takes was good too. Yeah, I just missed this. I just totally missed this. Never came to my attention that he could just take the bishop. So could he have done this earlier? No. Wait. Oh, he could have done it now, couldn't he have? Oh my God. I'm so lucky. I bet you he saw it afterwards and he was probably kicking himself. Because I would just resign there. Oh my God, I got so lucky. He could have done it a move earlier and it would have, yeah, I 100% got lucky there. I'm not afraid to admit it. And I still prefer black here. But then this was such a stupid move because I missed g5. So, but we were both a little bit low on the clock. I was more low than he was. And then, yeah, my knight just got active and tricky. And there was nothing he could do here. Suitup wants me to look at knight h5 somewhere. Knight h5? Knight h5? Oh, you're saying if, okay, you're saying that was here. So you're saying if g5, knight h5? I don't like that. No, I don't like this. Oh, I see. He can't take. I still don't like the knight on h5 though. How am I getting home? So g5, knight h5. What does white do? Let's say, I don't know. Let's just say he goes rook fe1, g6. It's going to take me a while to reactivate my knight. So, but yeah, that might have been the best reply had he played g5. Okay, so we got this. I won the exchange. And I liked my a4 move, just softening up these pawns. Because if you don't soften them up, good luck, right? Because, yes, we're up the exchange. But if white just blockades, it's going to be really tough to get anything going. I guess I could have also played c4 here. The chess kid, why didn't I play in the GPO? Because I'm broke. That's why. It's expensive, man. It's like $1,000 to go to a chess tournament. And I don't have parents to pay for me. Well, I've got parents, but they're not going to pay for me. Okay, so yeah, so I played a4, and no, I'm not in Victoria. No, every tournament I've got to travel to every tournament. I got to spend close to $1,000 every tournament, so it gets expensive quickly. You know, you go to 3 tournaments, you can buy a used car for that. And I don't want to bunk with somebody. I don't want to share a room with somebody. Too old for that. And I'm a light sleeper and stuff. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try it. But I don't. I need my own room. Okay. What were they doing? So rook d2. Yeah, check. I mean, I love going to tournaments, but it's expensive. It's expensive. $1,000. Like I've already played in a few tournaments this year, but it's like I can't play in every tournament. It's just too expensive. As I say, you know, if I went to every tournament in BC, it probably cost. Well, I can't even. That'd be like $50,000 or something. There's so many tournaments here. Okay. But yeah, I played in a local tournament in March, so just last month. And then the last tournament I traveled to was Victoria in January, I think. Yeah. So it wasn't too long ago. The arbiting. Well, wasn't it Mark, right? It wasn't the usual arbiter. Yeah. So do I know you, the chess kid? Okay. So yeah, so let's take a look at that with the engine. So the rest of the game, yeah, well, he resigned. I mean, it was a respectful resign, but I think he gave me too much credit here because I'm slow. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. Somebody ran it already. Excuse me. So yeah, so it's funny because a lot of people play e5 here in the database. It's actually the most common move, and it's not a great one. See, I was right. Minus 0.5, minus 0.4. My memory. I know my openings usually. So yeah, so black is just a little bit better here, and so white's trying to hang on to the pawn. Probably f4 is the better way to do it. If you might as well just go all in with these pawns if you're gonna play g4. And yeah, and then I forget, it's saying queen h4. I thought there was something to prepare that. But no, there's something interesting here. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think bishop c5 and knight c6 transpose. But I mean, you gotta love this because white plays the atom. Normally, this is a very fearful opening to play against as black. But already, a few moves later, you've turned the tables and white is panicking here, right? So it happens so easily. It's so easy for white to go wrong. Yeah, so yeah, but he played bishop c5, and it's pretty easy for black to play. The moves are pretty intuitive, right? Like c5, like a5, just like I played. Because I didn't know theory beyond, I didn't know theory here, but the moves are pretty straightforward. And like black is close to winning here, -1.5. So I'm just going to kind of speed through. Well, actually, no, I'm going to look at a few here. So yeah, it did prefer that I keep the bishop. I was tempted to take, but I didn't. Yeah, and then we just have f6. Yeah, so taking first was good. I still think he should have taken with the rook, but the computer does like taking with the king. And yeah, just opened up the file. Yeah, computer says that either knight takes or f takes were equally fine. Yeah, I mean, no problems yet. I made the mistakes, a couple blunders coming up. This was, yeah, I just totally missed this. Just completely and utterly missed that I was pinned here. And yeah, so then he missed it, and then I did it again. So that was really how I screwed up. Other than that, I played pretty well. Looks like I made one more mistake here, but I think I was already in time trouble at that point. So yeah, it was right here. Here, it didn't like knight e4. Probably because my knight is doing nothing there. So why play it? So it's suggesting weakening these pawns immediately with c4 or a4, or else put it on d5, because now his knight has trouble moving. And I cover some important squares. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to play another one. Excuse me. Okay, we have the twin gambit 2094. We're black again, another Sicilian. Maybe we'll get it again. The Adams attack twice in a row. That'd be very rare, because the Adams attack is already quite uncommon. Opponent is thinking here, oh, okay, we're going to get a stupid, boring canal attack, Moscow, whatever you want to call it. Boo. Okay. Knight f6 is fine, but I think the engine likes a6 immediately, because if you play knight f6 first, white can play rook e1 and then tuck the bishop to f1. So if you play a6 right away, that's not possible. It's like a 10 centipawn difference, if my memory serves me right. Okay. I guess I'm taking. I was thinking knight f6, but I guess we're taking there. Now it's like a check over transposition. If he takes with the queen. Yeah. So now it's like a check over, but it's not. There is a difference, and so there's an important difference, because I actually had this like a week ago. And I have to remember, because I screwed up last time, because the difference is if they play bishop g5 here, e6 is a blunder because knight c3 hasn't been played. So he's here quick. So I have to remember here. It might be e6 first. Yeah, because knight f6, bishop g5. Yeah, so I think we don't want to play, or maybe I have to play e5 after. If yeah, I had this like a week ago. Knight f6, because this is not the check over. The knight is on b1, so knight f6, bishop g5. It might be e5 there, but I don't like that. I don't like the backward d pawn, and I don't want to play h6. So it might be e6 first. Maybe. And then if bishop g5, bishop e7. No, I can't do that. So this won't even help me. Bishop g5. Oh, could I play f6 there? Oh, so what am I doing if e5? Wow, I'm getting very confused here. Yeah, so knight f6, bishop g5. I played e6 last time, and that was not good. So maybe I have to play e5, which I don't want. But maybe I have to. Okay, I don't want to burn more time than I did. Ooh. That's what I'll play e5. I'll play e5. I wish I could remember. I played it not long ago. Yeah, it's very interesting because it's a check over without knight c3. I'll show you guys after the game what I'm talking about. Yeah, so now we go bishop e7, and I just don't want, because he plays rook d1 now, and now he's threatening to take on f6, and I'm concerned. Oh shit! Did I have this last move? No, I didn't. Need to go to c4. Okay, yeah. So I don't know what I might be losing after rook d1. Well, now that's premature because I can bring the bishop back. I can go bishop here. Oh shit! I'm so stupid. Okay. Sorry. I'm playing very poorly, and this is pretty much resigns here. I don't know why I did that. I guess I have to go queen e7. So we need a true miracle to not lose this game. I don't know how I dropped the d pawn there. That was disgusting. But hopefully I'll remember what the correct move is after bishop g5 there in the future. I might give him this pawn because I at least I have the bishop pair. I'll give him the pawn. I want activity. Activity. Actually, if he takes, at least I get a pawn back. So, but yeah, I don't know. I need some miracle here. More than a miracle. This bishop sucks. He's coming in here. Everything sucks. Okay, let's go bishop c6 then, I guess. So if knight d5, am I taking that? Okay, maybe queen e6. I don't love it. Or should I offer to trade rooks here? No, this is going to be too much of a pain. I could play maybe g6. I also don't want him doubling up here, though. Okay, let's get closer to an endgame. Which is probably, it feels like the last thing you should be doing when you're down a pawn. But I don't know, I think my endgames are decent. And I do have the bishop pair, so okay. I think I want him to take my dark squared bishop because that's my worst bishop. But let's consider taking. He could take either way. If he takes with the pawn, I have e4. I don't want to take it. Yeah, I'm gonna move the queen. He's got a fork, so watch out. Watch out for that. Let's go. Oh shit! I guess maybe I have to take. Yikes! Ugh! Yuck! 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 What a mess I got into. Yuck. I don't know. Yuck. Oh, my bishop is so garbage. Yuck. This is disgusting. It's a disgusting position. Absolutely disgusting. Where's our miracle? Where is our miracle? I can't even push. And then he's coming here next. Oh, I've got absolutely nothing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how nothing I have. Oh my God. How would check club? I answered that already. I could offer a queen trade, but then I'm dropping a pawn. Okay. I'm dropping 2 pawns maybe. So take. I would gladly play that. If he takes on b7, okay. This is the move. This is the move. This is the move. I would be happy to play a rook and pawn ending, a pawn down. I would be thrilled. That would be the best case scenario. And he says, no, you will not get what you want. He's hitting this. And I can't even defend it well. It's garbage. It's pretty annoying that I can't even. Oh, maybe I can push. Oh, I mean, he takes. It's annoying that I can't build anything here at all. Okay. It's so frustrating that I can't even. What about? Okay, we'll try for this. Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, queen e7, because he's coming here, you know, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's so annoying that I can't create anything. Would I then have bishop g5? Okay, let's try that. Rook e1, bishop g5. Why did I think that would do anything? He just takes. Okay. So rook takes, and then. Okay, so here I was going to push. Oh my God, he's got this check. Just everything is accounted for. Okay. check. I can just take. Wow, it's pretty annoying that I could not muster up anything. I tried my hardest. Like I really tried to play on, and it seemed like there was absolutely nothing. Right? I really, really tried to hang in there, and I normally don't. Okay. If he didn't have this pawn, it's almost playable. Maybe he won't see the back rank. Push. Push. Okay. I guess he needs to think which one to take. Okay. Just a few more moves before I resign. I can't even... He's just always dominating me everywhere. Okay, we'll try to slip in here. Just a few more moves. He's just... I just can't believe he gave me nothing to work with. Because I was only down a pawn. So I really tried to play on. Can he actually go rook c1, rook c8? Maybe not. I've got this. The king. Almost. I can almost give a check. Okay, we'll go straight to the engine on that one. He gave me nothing to work with, it felt like. Look at that. Look at that slope. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Look at this graph. He was 1,500 like 10 months ago or 9 months ago. And now just straight up. I'm the third highest player he's beaten. He's on a tear right now. New personal bests every day. Straight up. I don't know. That's looking a little weird. Look at the move time chart. Straight down. And he played a perfect game. Yeah, I'm calling. Okay, I'm suspicious about this game. Even during the game, I thought it was weird that he gave me nothing. Because I tried my hardest to, I lost a pawn. I tried my hardest to get in there. He gave me nothing. He shut down everything. And he played a literal perfect game. Pitch perfect. And his move times, look at the move times. Look at this line. Almost perfectly linear. I would bet money. I would bet money. How much would I bet? I would bet $150 that this guy cheated. Now, I know as a streamer, I shouldn't be doing, I mean, I shouldn't be accusing people, but I am. Yeah. Maybe he's not cheating. I'm accusing him of cheating. I'm not claiming he's cheating, but I'm going to accuse him. I'm going to report him and let Lichess decide. It'll be up to Lichess to determine if he cheated or not. But it just, smoking guns. First of all, it just felt weird how he gave me nothing, absolutely nothing. And that he played a perfect game. Now, I did blunder a pawn, and it was a pretty straightforward game. That's true. But then also the move times were strange. Like, he didn't even just play quick. Like, every move was like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Not exactly. But then also his account, he was 1,500 in June. So 10 months ago. And now he's just straight up. So he gained 600 points in 10 months, which can happen, I guess. But there's just too many curious things there. Too many curious things there. And actually, let's look at his other games. So he played a game before me. And it wasn't perfect, but no mistakes. His time was more haphazard in that one. So that's looking more like a normal game. And then this game, still no mistakes. This one, his move times are a little bit equal. But yeah, very, very fishy. Yeah, and it looks like he plays... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay. I'm going to report him now. Ultimately, it's up to Lichess, but how do I do it? Okay. Okay, so no, very suspicious. And capitals. Number one, played a perfect game against me. In that game, yeah, he gave me absolutely nothing to work with. His move times were very linear throughout the game. 10 months ago, he was 1,500. Now he's skyrocketing and setting new bests every day. I don't know. I think that's all. I think there was something else I wanted to say, but that's all I'm going to say. Okay, up to Lichess to do something about that. But I still wanted to look at the opening because that was still interesting to me. So we can learn from that. But yeah, I'm very suspicious about that. Okay, so so what? I can play. So e5 was not optimal but playable. So e6. Maybe I'm thinking of a different line. No, I guess this is okay. Okay, maybe, but still, I might be thinking of a different line. Let's see if I can find it. See you later, alligator. So this was the Moscow, right? Let's see if I can find my other game. I have to scroll a bit or a lot. Yeah, because it might have been a bit over a week ago. Okay, this is 2 weeks. It should be somewhere around here. So I only played one Moscow in this time. That can't be right. So it might have been a different opening. No, here's another one from 3 weeks ago. So was it this one? No, this is different. Okay. Anyways, it might have been a different opening that I was thinking about. Yeah. Anyways, I can't find the other game. So I guess I could have played e6 and then. So if he takes, we take with the. Oh. No, I think I did have this position, but I took with the G pawn. Let's see. Can I find it here? No, it's saying I didn't have. Oh, maybe I didn't update. Yeah, I thought I did have this position. Maybe I played on chess.com or something. Because I think I took with the G pawn. And then that wasn't optimal. Because white can play c4. But normally the knight is on c3. I thought I played this. Maybe it's just not archived in here. Because I thought I did have that. So yeah, I could have just played e6 there. Now, computer loves queen d3. I mean, computer loved every one of his moves. And it was straightforward for white to play here. But I kept playing because it's only 0.4. And we do have the bishop pair, right? So we had some compensation for that pawn I dropped. But he just played too well. Queen b6 best move, knight c3 best move. I mean, these are straightforward moves, right? It's a simple position to play. These are all natural, as natural can be. But still, how consistently natural, but still, these moves are all very, very natural. Every single one of them for white. The game kind of plays itself. Yeah, so it's possible he didn't cheat. But he also plays but it's like every move though, like G3 is the top move. Like every move he plays pitch perfect. Like not H3, not F3. He doesn't move the king. G3 top move. Like every move is always best. Although here he played queen d5 and queen takes b7 is the top move. So here it's not the top move, but it's so I'll say that. He took 10 seconds to play knight f6. Yeah, there is some deviation in between his moves. And it's possible he didn't cheat. But but even just his account alone, this is actually the biggest thing that makes me think it's weird. I guess if he's a kid and he just played a ton over the past 10 months, he can gain 600 points in 10 months. But it's possible. But that's why it's up to Lee Chess to decide. They can look through his other games and stuff. It's up to Lee Chess. Okay. Excuse me. You're saying that it's suspicious that he took 10 seconds. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't think we can really judge either way. But overall, I'm very suspicious about this. And then he was just So I will say that Queen C8 is not the top move. Oh, now it is. Yeah. But here he was also playing slow. I mean, if I'm white here, I don't know. I think I would play a little bit quicker, I feel. He was just so methodical. Every move is like 8 seconds, you know, like 5 to 8 seconds. You don't really need to think here anymore. You know, you just run the C pawn or anything. Yeah, you don't really have to worry about anything. Okay. I think I'm going to end it there, guys. Sorry for crying cheater, but I'm very suspicious about this game. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry to lose on to end on a lost game. It could be a Smurf account. It's true. Yeah. I mean, it's possible he's not cheating. I'm not, but it's super suspicious. I don't think you can argue with that. You can't argue that it's suspicious. Okay, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Great turnout today. 17 viewers at one point, concurrent viewers. I think that's an all-time high for YouTube viewers. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some more wins. Take it easy. Have a good night.